daughter to sleep. Gonna come in live with you for a couple innings. It's the top of the first, Cubs and Padres. I'm gonna stay a little bit quiet here because I don't want to wake my daughter. All right, Matthew Boyd looking pretty good. Luis Arraez had a really good at bat there. That was where I came in. If you're here, if you're live, jump in, comment where you're coming in from. We had fun yesterday. Yesterday was a wild one in the 9th inning. All right, it's 1-1. What's up, BD? What's up, Colin? How we doing? How we doing? I'm coming in for just a few innings here. I'm not. We got some family stuff going on today. Oh, fastball inside. It's 2-1. Okay, PD. Thanks for letting me know. All right, Matthew Boyd 2-1. We got a runner on second. Top of the first. I'm gonna just come in live with you guys for a couple innings. Hey, that looked good, but it was a little bit outside, I guess. Bogarts. Lineups today. Let's see who we got. So Padres, Tatis, Arraez, Machado, Bogarts. Merrill's on deck right now. Gurriel, Cronenworth, Lockridge, and then Elias Diaz. Who are you watching? Padres, Cubs. If you are a Cubs fan, drop a hell yeah. If you're a Padres fan, I'm sorry you have to listen to me. All right, 3-1, little quick pitch. That's inside. He calls it a strike. Nice. Take that. So we got Tatis on a strikeout. Really nice changeup to start this inning. Then Arraez just put together a pro at bat. Machado popped out to first after the Arraez double, and then Bogarts is up with a full count right now. The Arraez at bat must have been, I don't know how many pitches it ended up being. It must have been at least 9 or 10 pitches. Love from Australia. What's up, Rick? For those of you that are just joining, I'm keeping my voice down because my daughter just went down for a nap. Not a competitive pitch on 3-2. Change up way outside. So this was kind of Boyd last game too. I hope this isn't who we come to know about Matthew Boyd. 20 plus pitches per inning. He went 5 innings. I want to say 92 pitches last time against the Diamondbacks. That was that dreaded Sunday game where they had a lead and then blew it. Okay, Jackson Merrill, batting .429 already this season. This guy scares me. Starts off with, that looked like the slider. Hello, Eric. Was nice to be on ones to be the ones to hand the Padres their first loss of the year yesterday. Absolutely. Torpedo says bat shy. Party like a rock star. Totally, dude. All right, come on. There we go. Gets out of it. That is a great way to get out. So Matthew Boyd threw the first inning. I think that was about 25, 26 pitches. Yeah, 26 pitches, 17 strikes. He walked 1, gave up a double. The Arraez at bat was really good. Nick Pivetta going for the Padres. Let's see, what did he do in his last start? Nick Pivetta, this year, he went 7 innings in his last start, no runs. Who was that against? That was against the Braves. Man, Braves look bad, don't they? It's crazy. It is really crazy to see the Braves struggling the way that they are. Personally rooting for Matt Shaw this year. Absolutely, JDM. Yeah, so BD, buy. Just buy. Yeah, that's all I got to say. All right. So Nick Pivetta, by the way, he was signed by the Padres, one of the top starters over the offseason. I thought the Cubs were going to go after him. I really did. I thought the Cubs were going to go after him. But, you know, what did he end up signing for? Let's see. Nick Pivetta contract. He ended up signing $55 million For how many years? For 4 years. 4-year, $55 million, which, by the way, is like a steal in today's game. What does that come out to? That's like about 13 million a year, right around there. 13 to 14 million a year. I mean, the Cubs got Matthew Boyd for 14.5 million. And Matthew Boyd is coming off of Tommy John. For those of you that are jumping in, hey, Ian Happ with his 1,000th game. He tips his hat. Yeah, that's deserving. Let's listen to this for a second. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Is that his walk-up song this year, or are they just celebrating with that song? For those of you that just jumping in, we got 18 in the room here. This was an impromptu live. We had fun yesterday, so I wanted to keep it going. Nick Pivetta, 91, up and into Ian Happ. Hello. Congratulations on your 1,000th game. Watch out. So just wanted to do another one with you guys. Just a couple innings. My daughter just went down for a nap. Just jumped on. We got some family stuff today, so I'm only going to do this for an inning or two. But I hope you guys had fun. Look at the jerseys. We got the City Connect Baby Blues. I should be wearing mine. Sorry, I'm not wearing mine. I like the helmet. Yeah, definitely Kyle Lawson. Go Cubbies, says Nate White. What an accomplishment. Come on, come on, come on. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, he just missed that. Oh. How awesome would that have been? A leadoff home run in his 1,000th game. Where's the wind blowing? I haven't seen the flags. Is the wind blowing in? Let me know in the comments if you've seen that. I didn't get to watch pregame. Getting my daughter down for a nap is a effort. What's your thoughts on Jefferson Rojas, JDM Studios? Well, I saw Jefferson Rojas last year at spring training hit a home run to right center field off of Cade Horton. And I was just like, oh, this is a dude. And then he hasn't really made a lot of noise in the minor leagues. So I think it's the big year for him, man. I think it's a big year. Kyle Tucker. I love Kyle Tucker batting second. I know when there's a lefty in there, they want Tucker batting third, and that gives Seiya Suzuki a little bit of protection, but I love Kyle Tucker batting second. Great way to start your 1,000th game. 100%, Matt. 100%. Let me know where you're watching from in the comments. Just throw some stuff in the comments. Want to watch with you guys. Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh, State. Oh, man, he hammered that. 102.6 off the bat. I mean, right off the bat, I thought RBI single. Let's look up some stuff on Nick Pivetta. I feel like this is a guy that you got to get in the first inning. Nick Pivetta baseball reference. Albuquerque for T. Keith Carson. Loyal watcher. Thank you for jumping on, Keith. Come on, Seiya. 95 on a fastball right at the top of the zone. All right, let's see. Splits from last year, Nick Pivetta. And Pivetta's been in since 2017. I didn't know he's been in the league that long. Did not go on the check swing. Let's go by inning. Inning, number of outs in an inning. By inning. Yeah, I was right. In the first inning, Nick Pivetta last year, 5.54 ERA. Ooh. Blew the 94 by him on the inside. So Pivetta by inning, 5.54 in the first, 2.36 ERA in the second, 5.40 in the third, 178 in the fourth, and then he's just kind of average after that. So, I mean, he really only has 2 really good innings. Ah, jeez, Seiya. See, that's a problem. Like, if Seiya looks like that in his at-bats, like what he just did, then Tucker's not going to get anything to hit. By the way, I'm in my girl dad era. We got a boy on the way, May 20th. So I'm going to be out for a couple weeks, probably a little bit more after our boy gets here. Hey, Eric from Green Bay. Watching near the Capitol, says Nathan White. Thanks for, I think, let's see. Kyle was in yesterday. Matthew was in yesterday. I think Nathan, were you in with us yesterday? Eric, I know you were in for a little bit. Was that just the stupidest ninth inning? Ah, 1-1 on Bush. Took a curveball. Thank you. The name is Anthony, and my dog's name is Rizzo. So you can take a guess. That's high. Good eye. What up, Go Cubs? Says Cash the Realist. I'm here in Chicago, says Corey. Downtown. Nice. All right, come on, get this run in. Leadoff double. You don't score after a leadoff double. I call that a sin. That's way outside. Not a competitive pitch. Hay says MS plays. Pavetta has stuff, yeah, for sure, James. At 94, 95 fastball, he locates it well. That curveball, some good break. Ah, that was right down the middle. I mean, yeah, that's a sin, guys. Leadoff double and can't score. On an April day, I should say, in Wrigley, you gotta score with a leadoff double. Where are you from, MS Plays? I am from Fresno, California. That's where I'm coming live from. Daniel says, "What up, Kyle?" Hello, Daniel. Who's pitching? We got Pavetta versus Matthew Boyd. Both of them scoreless innings in the first inning. Boyd looked really good in his first at bat against Tatis. He struck him out on, I believe it was 4 pitches. Nice changeup on the outside corner, swinging. And then Arise just like had a phenomenal at bat. Let me actually look up how many pitches that was. He fouled off everything. He nearly foul tip, struck out early in the at bat, and then he just went to work after that. So, summary, all. Luis Arise's at bat was 9 pitches, and he ended up doubling. He had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 foul balls in a 9-pitch at bat. Let's see, questions. What up, Kyle? How much grace? Eric says, how much grace do you give Ryan Stressley? He has 3 saves, but yikes. I mean, if you were with me in the 9th inning yesterday, Eric, I was done after the first 2 reached. I wanted Merriweather in. We don't have to wait for failure to make these moves. We can be proactive. Like, we don't have to be reactive to like, oh, well, he's 3 for 3 in saves. Yeah, it's been a little bit stressful. Well, yeah, it's been really stressful, and he's gotten really lucky. He got really lucky when Dansby made a phenomenal play in Arizona to end the game. He got really lucky last night, I should say yesterday, when Jake Cronenworth literally took a fastball right down the freaking middle. I mean, every single outing except for yesterday's, he has allowed the leadoff batter on. That just says that you're gonna have stress. Like, it's just not good. So I'm not giving him any more. Like, I'm happy today if the Cubs go into the 9th inning with a 1-run lead, because you're gonna see Porter Hodge and he's gonna lock it down. Let's see. Corey says, who you think Justin Turner will keep coming in for? Shaw? Well, he's only come in for what's his face? Michael Bush so far. Boyd just tried to go sweeper down low and in 0-2 to a righty. It's an interesting choice. I think he definitely goes with the changeup now. Fastball inside. Oh, okay. Gurriel's probably like, I didn't get a changeup there? What's going on? Strikeout. All right. James says, hate to be the get off my lawn guy, but I miss getting to see through to Waveland. I used to think Wrigley was the best, but I got to give it to Fenway now, keeping it real. Yeah, I mean, I didn't spend a whole lot of time. Again, I'm from California, James. I didn't spend a whole lot of time at Wrigley until these last few years because A, I didn't live anywhere close to Chicago, still don't, and B, I didn't have any money. Now that I can do that a little bit, I got to tell you, I absolutely love the experience of Wrigley in the park and before the game. All of the stuff going on, all of the restaurants, all of the bars, like that's probably the only stadium that I'm just like I'm not rushing to get into the game. Got 26 people in here. Thanks for joining us. Let us know where you're from. I'm coming here for a couple innings before we got some family stuff. So yeah, I really love the experience outside of Wrigley. Big Murphy's fan. Big Jenny's ice cream fan. Holy cow, that stuff is good. You guys ever had Jenny's ice cream? So good. We just found out that our grocery store here in California carries that. It's good. Sorry, I feel like Marquis now. I'm talking about ice cream instead of the game. It's 2-2, one out. No score, top of the second. Matthew Boyd, he's got 34 pitches. They're working deep counts. That's the only thing so far. They're working deep counts. That's what the Diamondbacks did too against Boyd, but he didn't give up any runs. Strike three, call it. Yep, right there. Right there. I think that was the changeup. Let's see the replay. It was 77 miles an hour. Yeah, that's the changeup. Lefty on lefty changeup. You don't see that too often. Let's see. Hodge looks good. Yes, Keith. Stressley is too much. Naris, I 100% agree with that. Who said that? Daniel. Yep. I can't stand feeling nervous in the ninth. I keep mixing up Sean Bush. Yeah, it happens. That'll play. How about this whole Mighty Horse? I don't know what you're referring to. Frederica Bimmel? I don't know what that is. I'm not much up on keeping up on news as well, so I apologize. Mesa, Arizona. Let's go, Daniel. So we had someone from Tempe here yesterday. I lived in Phoenix, Scottsdale, Tempe area for 4 years. I bought a house on Scottsdale and McKellips. So I lived there for my last year in Tempe. That was a great place. 5 minutes away from Sloan Park. I've been to both. Amazing experiences at both parks, but nothing tops Wrigley. Yeah, I've never been to Fenway. So, James, I'll give you that. I've never been, but that's on my bucket list for sure. Daniel from OKC. We got people all over the place. That's what I love about Cubs fans, man. They're all over the place, all over the world. We've got a crew of 7 of us in the setup man crew. Brian's from Central Illinois. Ty lives in Arizona. Justin lives in Arizona. I live in California. Arthur is actually a security guard with Wrigley Field with the Cubs. That's kind of cool. Sean is from Charlotte or Charlottesville. I always forget. One of the Carolinas. We're all over the place, man. Hey, man. What's up, Adam? Denver, Colorado says Austin. Chicago says Andre. I live 3 miles north of Wrigley. That's awesome. I mean, if it wasn't for life obligations, I would be living in Wrigleyville right now. I would be walking to the games. That place is amazing. It's actually affordable over there too. And again, I'm from California, so hey, there's Sean. Charlotte. Outside of Charlotte, says Sean. Sean, if you're not from North Carolina or South Carolina, you get the Carolinas mixed up, and then you are like, oh, there's Charlotte, and there's Charlottesville. It's a lot to remember. Dansby. Oh, yeah. Xander Bogaerts. I mean, any Padres fans in here, how much you guys hate that Xander Bogaerts contract? I would hate it. Whoop. Oh, man, you got to catch that. Yikes, he didn't see that ball. Daniel, Fenway is really cool because of the history of who has played there. Yeah, of course. Haven't been to Wrigley yet. Oh, Daniel, you got to go to Wrigley. Oh, Nico Horner takes a pitch that I thought I figure first pitch they're calling that, but wow. I had tickets, but COVID canceled the game. Bummer. Bummer, bummer. From Peoria, says Jamie, or maybe it's Jaime. Probably Jaime. 309. I found a lot of homeless people out in Mesa. Yeah, I mean, Tom, any hot weather area is going to have a lot of homeless people. But Mesa's kind of the rough one. Mesa's got a lot of like mobile home parks, which is really interesting. I feel like Phoenix, Scottsdale, Tempe are all pretty clean. That's outside. Good eye. By the way, just to sync with you guys, it's 2-1, bottom two, no score, nobody out. Dansby Swanson just hit a leadoff single. I'll let you know as soon as this pitch is delivered. If you're a little bit ahead, pause it. If you're a little bit behind, just try to refresh. Let's see, and he's set, and he picks off. So just try to sync up with me. James' experience used to be so different. Triple parking behind church's kitchen, $5 tickets, nearly fans. Yeah, I mean, Ricketts, and there's the pitch, fouled off. Oh, no, not fouled off. God, that stayed in? Dang. Don't like that. He better be stealing, says Matt. I don't know. Dansby in the cold, you want to keep him healthy. Maybe a hit and run. I thought a hit and run might have been good. All right, let's look at what they're talking about. Oh, Pete is using the torpedo bat. No, not today, though. Oh. I don't know if you guys are listening to Taylor right now, but she said that he tried the torpedo bat and didn't like it, didn't like the feel. Teach their own. All right, catching up with the comments here. 1-0 to Pete. Andre, how many ballparks have you been to? Which is your favorite? What's the next one on the list? Well, let me show you a little something here. Let me see if I can easily do this. Take a look at that. That's every picture you see is the ballpark I've been to. A couple that are no longer in existence. Obviously, Coliseum. Obviously, Candlestick. I'm right by those. But I've been to, obviously, Oracle, Oakland, Sacramento, Dodgers, Diamondbacks, Astros, Padres. I used to work for the Padres. Wrigley, Great American. It's now 3-1 on Pete. Took a fastball for a strike. Mets. Have I missed any? I always feel like I've been to more than I've actually been to. So if you include Candlestick, I guess it's 11. Come on, Pete. Nope, that's high. Good. That's a great at bat. Pete needs to walk more. Yeah, so I guess 11. Oh, no, I've been to Anaheim. 12. And Coors, 13. We need to update these photos. So I've been to 13. 12, 11 active. My favorite is Wrigley. If it's not Wrigley, it's Oracle in San Francisco. Love to see Matt Shaw get a big 2-out hit here. He needs to get the bat going. What state are you from, Gary? I'm from California. Been to any overseas ballparks? I have not, Rolf. 2 on, 1 out, 0-1 to Matt Shaw. Here comes the pitch. It's high. Is that a cutter or is that a slider? Kyle says, I had cousins with season tickets for the Sox in 2017. That is the only reason I was able to make it happen. Cubs versus Sox at Fenway. Unreal. I went to Cubs versus Sox, Red Sox at Wrigley. Fouled off on a ball that really almost hit him. That was the, what was that, 2006. Jeremy Burnitz on that team. Little remembered Cub. I've been to 5. Also Chase, Wrigley, Comiskey, Dodger, and Jake. Nice, Daniel. Oh, find that gap. Oh, man, he hammered that, guys. Oh. What was that off the bat? 101.3, line out to right field. Dang. See, that's the swing. That is a great sign, guys. Like this video too. We got 26 in here, only 13 likes. Let's get everyone. It's a very simple click right there. If you haven't subscribed either, do that. Matt Shaw, the line drives to right field have been minimal, and like that's what I feel like every highlight I saw of Matt Shaw in the minors was all about. So more of that. More of that. Come on. Yes. Yes. Score, baby. Yeah. How about Carson Kelly? My goodness. RBI, 2-out single. 100.6 off the bat. Looks like a little cut or slider. Dished it just in front of the left fielder. Cubs lead 1-0. What is he, 5 for his last 5 now? Has he played since the cycle game? I think he did. I think he played the getaway game. Man, that's great. So he's not 5 for his last 5. Ignore that. Noise, says James. Carson Kelly is him right now. Yes, he is, Daniel. He's this year's Gomes. Well, not the 2024 Gomes, but definitely 2023. I mean, he's doing better than Gomes. It's not like surprise hits. It's like every time at the plate. Man alive, Carson. Keep it up, says Kyle. Matt says, I've only been to 2 Angels in Arizona, but I plan on going to Dodgers soon. So, Matt, you live in California then, huh? What do you think about the San Francisco Giants 6-1 start, says Arnell? I mean, I don't follow the Giants enough, to be honest. They got Verlander. They got rid of Conforto. Who else did they get? They got Adames. So they should be better than they were last year. The Cubs got to win the division. I think getting in via the wild card is going to be tough this year. The Giants should be better. The Diamondbacks will definitely give it a run. The Padres are good. The Dodgers are good. Literally everyone in the NL West except for the Rockies are good. Then you got the Mets and the Phillies in the East. Marlins won't be good. Who am I missing in the East? Oh, swung right through that. Who am I missing in the East? The Nationals won't be good. It might be better than last year just because they got so many young guys. Oh, speaking of the Nationals, JD just mentioned them. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be Cubs and Brewers, maybe Reds this year, fighting for the division, and none of those teams should make a wild card spot if they don't win the division, in my opinion. Maybe the Cubs have a chance at that, but if they have an 85-ish win season, forget about it. But they should, I mean, this team, correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Aside from the 9th inning, this team looks really good. Throw out Japan and throw out the 9th inning, and this team looks unbeatable. Happ fouls it off on 2-2. Battling. We got first and third with 2 outs. Cubs just took a 1-0 lead on a Carson Kelly 2-out single. Finding the luck button is harder than it should be, says Gary. Well, thanks for the effort. I appreciate you, Gary. What's wrong with the Braves? I know, right, Eric? It's crazy, dude. Great take by Happ. Curveball in the dirt. That's a tough pitch to take. I know a lot of people are like, wow, why is he swinging in the dirt? That was a dirty curveball. That's a tough take. I like the traditional dark blue uniforms better. Feel like I'm watching a minor league game. I mean, I really do like the baby blues. The only thing I had a tough time with was the C in the Cubs, looking like a horseshoe. And then here's the 3-2. Outside, nice, great take. Great call by the home plate umpire. Give him credit when credit is due, and that is Nate Tomlinson. Kyle Tucker, bases loaded, 2 down. Let's go, baby. I really like the baby blues, not gonna lie. I don't like it more than once a homestand. I don't want to see that a bunch. Scarcity would be good on that, but yeah, I like them. We need a closer. Yes, Keith. I mean, I think we've got him. I think it's Porter Hodge, and I think it's Julian Merriweather in the 8th. Like, why do we got to overthink this? Porter Hodge was really good as a closer last year. Cubs had 7 walks yesterday. Intelligence Center, highest walk rate this season. Cubs at 12.1%. That's great. Seattle 12.2, Cubs 12.1%. 1 and 2 in walk rate. The patience has been better this year. The base running has been better this year. The contact feels like it's been better. I may be wrong on that, but it feels like it. The 2-out clutch hitting has been better. The problem is, guys, I don't know if you remember this. I feel like the last 2 Aprils, we've said a lot of this too. It's like, oh yeah, they look really good. They look like a different offensive team. And then they kind of hit harder times in May and June. I think Kyle Tucker stabilizes this lineup, though. First pitch to Tucker, down low. Who have you been most impressed by so far this season, Andre? I mean, Kyle Tucker for sure, but you kind of expect that. I've really been impressed by Dansby. Dansby, don't look at the numbers. He's taking really good at bats. He's going to the right side a lot, up the middle. He's had 2 bombs to left center. And he looks great on defense, obviously. Outside, 2-0. Hey, this is what the Cubs did yesterday. Walked the bases loaded. Took advantage of bases loaded innings. 2-out mistakes from the Padres. Okay, what do you say? Kyle Tucker looking one spot, or is he just swinging if it's a strike? I think he's looking one spot. Yeah, you don't want that on 2-0. Little cutter / sweet slider. I don't know if it's a... I should just look it up. Is that a cutter? Is that a slider from Pivetta? Yeah, you don't want that. No. According to K-Zone, it was a strike, but he didn't call it. 3-1. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on, come on. 3-1. Let's go. It was a cutter. That's a cutter that I was looking up. Steps off. Get those rally caps on, boys. Right here, right here. I'm not going to do that in the second inning. I'm just kidding. You should be patient. Love the plate discipline. He's our star. Will he shine? Come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah! Another bases loaded walk. Are you kidding me? Merry-go-round. Hey, I told you guys, Nick Pivetta in the second inning last year, 2.36 ERA. I thought we had to take advantage of the first inning, but hey, the numbers, we're defying the numbers from last year. 2 runs in the second, both with 2 outs. And 2-out runners in scoring position. Pivetta last year held teams to a .217 batting average. So, and 294 on base. With 2 outs, we've seen 3 straight base runners reach. Come on, Seiya, make him pay. Gosh. 0-2 to Seiya. Tucker is so good, says Daniel. Come on. Good eye. Fastball high, we're 1-2. Run up that count, says Kyle. What would you like for us to do at the deadline? I would like a starter and another bullpen guy, but we won't know the bullpen situation until the trade deadline. But I'd like another starter for sure. Oh, wow, way to lay off that. That's the same pitch that he swung through in the first inning. That's a great adjustment by Seiya. 2-2. 23 bases loaded walks since the start of 2024 leads the majors for the Cubs. Again, there was like 6 or 7 in one game against the Pirates last year, and we still lost that game. 2-2. 3-2. Oh, boy. Pivetta doesn't have it, guys. Make them pay. Let's go. Full count. Bases loaded. 2 outs. Second inning. Crowds on their feet already. Some crazy people are not wearing shirts out there in the bleachers. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, Seiya. Come on, Seiya. Ooh. Tried to be cute and get a cutter past him on the outside corner, and he was Not all over it. It might have even been off the end of the bat, but he got a piece, stays alive. Come on, Seiya. 3-2. Ooh, get out. Yep. Foul back. Make this pitcher prove he has command before going nuts, says JDM Studios. James, long as I got my baseball Jesus. James loves his baseball Jesus. Kyle Tucker. All right, come on. Pitch number 50. The Cubs are doing a great job running up pitch counts. I love it. It's so good. Here comes pitch number 50 on a 3-2, 2 outs, bases loaded. Seiya. Strikeout. Really like the approach and patience, says Andre. Making the opposing pitchers work, fighting off good pitches and hope for the mistake. Yeah, I mean, Seiya just, how many strikeouts is that for Seiya now? It's bad, guys. Let me see. Seiya Suzuki baseball reference. I gotta plug in my computer. It's gonna die. Seiya Suzuki this year has, in 49 plate appearances, 18 strikeouts. Woof. 43 official at bats. What does that come out to? 18 divided by 49 is, that's a 37% strikeout rate. That's not going to do it. And that's without the 2 strikeouts today. So now he's at 20 strikeouts in 51 plate appearances. That's almost 40%. That is 39.2%. That's not going to cut it. That's not, I mean, he's second in home runs. Last I looked, 4 home runs. I think that's still second in the league, maybe third. But you know, you're not Adam Dunn, dude. You're not going to have 44 home runs by the end of the year. You got to put the ball in play. Daniel says Seiya is good, but he can be the most frustrating hitter sometimes. He's 100% the most frustrating hitter to watch. He takes the pitches down the middle. He swings at pitches that he shouldn't. And then you get frustrated, too, because all the umpires just call stupid stuff against him. Normally, pitching is ahead of hitters this time of the year, but it seems the reverse for us this year. Yeah, I mean, maybe Japan has something to do with that. Maybe they just felt forced to get ready faster. I don't know. Seiya's so hot and cold, says Eric. Here comes the first pitch of the top of the third, called strike to Elias Diaz. Let's see. Suzuki strikes out like Sammy, but without the possible payoff. Yeah, 100%. JDM. This is a tough game to watch, having Pavetta on my fantasy team while being a Cubs fan. That is a internal battle, popcorn and milk. He looked out of sorts in his first at-bat. Yeah, he looked better in the second at-bat, but still, I mean, right, Kyle? Are you with me on this? Like, the strikeouts are just, it's way too much. 0-2 is high on the fastball. I'm going to make this the last half inning with you guys. We got some family stuff to get to, but we'll get through this with Boyd here. Ooh. That was a good take. It's 2-2, just outside. If the Cubs get invited to an Asia series next year, that should be a hard pass. So let's talk about that for a second. I don't know if you guys have heard this, and Cliff talked about it before on the pregame. They have a group text going. Guys are going out to dinner. I think a lot of that has to do with them going to Japan and like living life in a country that they're not used to. Fouled off on 2-2, 93 at the top of the zone. I know it's not something that every fan buys into, but I buy into it. I buy into the team chemistry thing and doing something like that. Will pop up. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of, remember the Titans. Remember how they had like remember the Titans, it was, it was a racist situation, so that's why they did it. But the team came together because they were essentially like away at camp for however long. Japan is kind of like that. You're away for a week, you're going and experiencing new things with your team. You're in a country that you're not familiar with, so you got to rely on teammates to help you through. It's just a bonding thing. And so I mean, yes, from a getting ready for the season physically standpoint, I don't like Japan, but I don't know if the payoff is that these guys are closer. I'm okay with it. Ooh, did he go? Change up outside's 2-0 to Tatis. How long can Shaw struggle at the plate? What's his leash? I think it's a long leash. Who else do we go with? Gage Workman? I mean, he's going to really have to struggle for Gage Workman to be the backup. Justin Turner's not playing third base. You just don't have an option. So Matt Shaw, a lot like Pete Crow Armstrong, I think the leash is going to be very long. Little pop-up. This is going to be out number 2. Okay, with the final out here, I'm going to read some more comments. Having someone like Kyle Tucker from Insane Edits on your team with bases loaded and the other team afraid to pitch to him is huge. Re-signing him. Re-sign him for sure. Thanks for hanging, Kyle. Hope you and the family have a good day. Thank you, Eric. Do you plan to do any more collaborations with Sam and Matt on Locked On and Cubs soon? Yeah, absolutely. Those guys are good friends of mine. We're always talking about stuff we can do. Jeez, Luis Rise. Looks like this is the game he gets back on. 2-out single from Arise. I'm listening to SD announcers, and they are better than Boog and JD. So I can't remember the other guy's name, the play-by-play guy, but Mud Grant is their color guy, and that is one of the best human beings you'll ever meet in your life. I worked with him for 3 years. He is so cool. The play-by-play guy, I'm going to be honest, I'm not a fan. The Padres play-by-play guy, I just think he's really like, hey, Slam Diego, there's a drive. You can't stop them. Ah. It's kind of fake to me. Sorry, did I go a little too far there? Fight your competition, not each other. Send them to the Grand Canyon or something during spring training. That's good, Daniel. Yeah, a little finding your spirit camping trip. Thanks for the discussion. Says JD. Resign Kyle. Says Rhonda Gale. Have a great weekend. This was fun, Kyle. Fly the W. Yes, Andre. Great hang, buddy. Thanks again, Kyle. Yes, have a great day. We're going to get this final out, and then I'll say adios. Thanks for joining us. Hey, nice changeup. 1 and 2. Make sure if you haven't liked it already, we got 34 people in here, 23 likes. Make sure that you like it. And also, if you're not already subscribed, do that. We have a lot of fun doing these watch-alongs. I'm going to do a lot more this year. Fastball 95 from Boyd in the 3rd inning at 53 pitches. I think Tommy John was good for him. If he can find a way to be more efficient, the first couple games so far, he's been in deep counts in just about every at-bat. If he can find a way to be more efficient and still get these results, we got ourselves a great pickup. All right, here's the 1-2. Yeah, the sweeper. That's great. All right. Mud was a riot on Friday, says Kyle Lawson. Had a great hit on 670. He is the man. All right. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you. We're going to do more of these. Oh, check out the post-game show tomorrow. We're going to wrap up this series. Me and Alex Brault, Setup Man, crew member. We're going to be bringing this to you at 4:30 my time, 6:30 Central, right here on the Setup Man. You can call in. We'll have fun. We'll see you.